to go through these three stages of the mind and mind's children, the senses and the body. To go through these three stages, we satisfy the mind. We feed the mind also. The masters come and feed the mind. They help us get answers to our mental questions. And our mind says, yes, that makes sense. We've taken a step forward. The minds have doubts and they try to give some indication. They create a small little miracle here and there. And we say, that's good. You get a glimpse of some higher level. And you say, wow, there is something more than this world. And then after that you say, when can I get that glimpse again? You don't get it for 10 years. And you say, what happened now? Well, that was a good sampling you got. It was good enough for the time being. It was good enough to build the kind of level of faith from which you can grow. It's not necessary that every day you should see a miracle to build the faith. When I was very young, I wanted to see if the master is really a master. So I check him out. If I'm running late for the train, if the train gets late today, I will know the master is real. So I went to the railway station, train was late. I said, master is real. See, he delayed the train. Then I said, if I'm going to park my car and there's no parking spot normally there, if I find a vacant parking spot, master is real. Suddenly a parking spot appeared. Master is real. I tried about 10 times this thing. And then I went to see the master to say yes. He said, are you going to spend your whole life in testing or are you going to move forward? You have done something. This is basic. It's a basic faith that you're developing. And on the basic faith, now you step forward and move on. You can't be testing all the time. It's just like some intellectual people say, let me get proof. Okay, this much seems to be all right, but I have to study more. I have to do more research. You know, many of them do research all their life and die. And their research hasn't ended. They found nothing. There is a point in time when we must say, I have got this much evidence. I have got this experience. Let me now step on it and move forward. And these masters, that is why they encourage us. They give you a dose of glimpse of a sampling of what is inside. Sometimes a good sampling, depending upon our karma and where we stand and how much resistance we have. Because we all have resistance to the spiritual path because of our mind. The mind likes to believe what is physical, material, empirical. And anything beyond that needs convincing and proof. I was just reading on my iPhone, a very nice device. People think it's only for making a phone call. But no, it has something else. It has a flashlight in it. And I don't know, that's one of the applications. And when you use the flashlight, it shows a torch and you press that and the light comes out. It's a pretty good light. I use it at night as a flashlight now, my iPhone. But then every time there's a light, there's a saying from somebody important. So the last I read was that we can see the light because we can see the darkness. Another one said, to search for the truth with only plain logic is to search for the sun with a lamp. You're searching for the sun and its light, and you carry a lamp that I am going to search around. This is the kind of intellectual search we make. We are searching for something which is way beyond space, time, and the mind. And we are applying the methodology that applies to empirical studies in a very limited way. So at that time, what do the masters do? They intervene. For the marked souls, they intervene and provide answers to their questions through means which surprise people. There was a friend of mine in Boston who read a book, The Path of the Masters by Julian Johnson. He read it, he said it made no sense to him. He couldn't believe any of the stuff. He said it's just all crazy Eastern mystic stuff that is written up there. He must have been a very poor doctor. That's he went over to India to do that. And he threw the book away. And then he met me. After 10 years he meets me. He says, I got enlightened. I found everything. I said, where did you find it? Path of the Masters. The same book. that he had rejected earlier. So we get our answers, we get sufficient evidence to move on through the Master's help. It means that we cannot always prejudge. We cannot say which side it will come. It can come from any sides. This method of using coincidences is a very good method. Masters employ very frequently. Coincidentally, you get messages. Coincidentally, you meet the Master. Coincidentally, you have a conversation. Coincidentally, these things happen. Coincidentally, you open a book and get an answer. Coincidentally, you are driving and see a sign on the road which answers your question. All these are coincidences which are very useful for masters to use. And they use it quite freely. And that is why I notice that those who are on the spiritual path, they find the number of coincidences in their life of this kind go on increasing. Otherwise, they never noticed it. It was there. But they begin to notice it. And becomes meaningful for them. So that is why these masters come and they guide us from the point where we are. They participate with us. They work with us. They become our level. And then gradually, befriending them through the path of love and devotion, they take us back home.